Hey guys, it's Coli'sCreativity, and today we are going to be in this sandbox in my backyard. And so that is because we are combining this sandbox with some water balloons, and we're going to be popping them in different ways in here. So let's get right to it. This is for episode 5 of my summer series, where I'm posting a video every week instead of every month for the 12 weeks, and this is the 5th one. Now, there's an old video that's over a year old on my channel that you can go watch it, but it only has like 15 views that I did this stuff. But today, I'm not just doing it, it's going to be way crazier with bigger balloons and new stuff. First of all, we'll just dig a little hole right here. Alright guys, here we go. Now let's just bring this balloon over. Oh, that was actually quite cool. And let's put some dry sands on it, just like this. Alright guys, I've just got the holy pencil that we're going to be using to pop all the balloons under the sand. Just poke it in there and then it'll pop. So without further ado, let's do this. Whoa. It's like a geyser and it goes about that deep. It's spreading, the water is spreading through the sand. Let's move on to the medium one now. Guys, let's dig out the second hole right now. I just dug our hole, but while I was digging the hole, I realized all the water dried up from this one. And look at that, it's like a perfect bowl in the sand. And at the bottom you can see my fingerprints in there. But let's put the second balloon in there. There we go. Alright, let's just cover that balloon up. Alright guys, I just filled it up and look at how deep it is. All the way down to there. I'll pop this balloon. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that was cool. It looks like a crater, but like it's all dry sand up here. There's no wet sands like right here, where it was all just wet right here. Look at that. I'm gonna put my hand in, and it looks all the way down to there. A lot of mud in there. Let's move on to the deep hole now. Let's dig it right here. Guys, this is what you get with brothers. I was just digging and I found this rusty metal spike thing to keep things in, and then down here there's an entire straw. Alright guys, I just dug the hole and it's really deep, but over here on the second one, so the water didn't really spread past the crater over here. Alright guys, I just put it in there and let's cover it with dry sand. You can't have it be too wet of sand, because then I don't know if it would actually fall down or not. It has to be wet sand, so it's not like stuck together. It just falls. But there we go. It's gotta be at least 4 or 5 inches down. So let's stab it. 3, 2, 1. It's sinking. What's going on in there? What? Guys, there was a little crack thing that formed right here. Oh, there it goes. Now, I'm gonna try doing it, but with wet sand. So, I'm gonna see how it reacts. Guys, we'll dig it right here, but not too deep, because then it just won't sink. And all the wet sand will just form a cave down there and we won't be able to see it. Although that might be kind of cool. There's the hole. I got the balloon in my shirt. So let me just, these jeans aren't good to bend in. Boop. There we go. I need to get some wet sand, but I don't think this sand is wet enough. And so I need to get some wet sand from here, which means let me just level this out. Alright guys, I just smoothed that out. and there's some cracks in there, but I tried to smooth it out. I also lost the Holy Grape pencil, which is another thing lost in the sandbox. So I guess we'll just use this there up. All right, 3, 2, 1. It popped, I heard it, but it's not coming down. So let's just dig right here. Oh my gosh, it's right in there. It's a cave in there, and that's the ceiling. Although, there we go. Now there's no longer a cave. All right guys, this is what the sandbox looks like now. There are 2 more things I'm gonna do in the sandbox. And one of them is I've been saving this mountain because I'm gonna make a waterfall. So let's just make a little indent right here for the balloon. I just made a little path for the balloon. That is where the waterfall is gonna be. I dug it a little deeper so the waterfall would be better. Put the balloon there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some wet sand and build a little wall right here. All right guys, there it goes right there. That is the wall. Now the balloon's gonna pop. The water's gonna hopefully break straight through here. And it's gonna come down here and make a waterfall of dirt and water. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna break this. Whoa. I had to break it before all the water went away. Look at all that. That's all foam. I don't know what this stuff is, but it happens whenever you put water and sand together, and it's like foam. There's a little splash of water that came out here, and also on that side, but that one's a lot bigger, and then also that one. And then there's this weird indent right here, and then all the water. Alright guys, I had to stop doing that because I had to go and get my braces on. Stupid braces. But I'm back and it's the next day and we'll continue with the final balloon. Alright guys, I'm digging the final hole right here. This hole is going to be a cool hole because it's going to be a vinegar balloon with a bunch of baking soda. So that means it's going to expand and stuff while it's hot. And it's gonna fizz up and hopefully come up. Found some more things that my brothers left in the sandbox. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a zip tie and then a funnel. Anyways, I just dug the hole and I'm gonna put baking soda on the bottom below the balloon. Put the balloon in and put some on top so we get maximum fizz. Got the baking soda. Don't worry, Mom, I will bring this in promptly after I finish. But let's put it on the bottom. There that goes. Put this in. Hopefully it doesn't pop before. Sand around it and sprinkle on top just like that. It's right under there. So let's pop this. 3, 2, 1. What? Oh my gosh, that is so much cooler than I thought it would be. Look at that. Oh, look at all the holes in there. That's actually kind of weird looking. It's about to stop fizzing, but that was cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and comment, so then that will boost my video to the algorithm and more people can see it. Subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you next time on week 6.